and welcome to Let's Start Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Monday, December 5th, 2022. On deck for today's show, we celebrate, we whooped that ass victory Monday with the Lions 40-14 win over the Jaguars. I'll go over the team stats for the game. Leo looks at how the offense performed. Coach Mike does the same for the defense. And I name my bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew, man. Y'all see the chain. Y'all see the glasses. It's our resident Rick Ross looking like my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
Happy Victory Monday, Proud Nation.
Man, and y'all know who it is. It's the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. And he's a chef because the Lions was cooking all day yesterday. It's my man, who?
It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby. Man, welcome back. I mean, it was a crazy game. It was crazy, man. Curt, go and tell him this statistical breakdown. This is ridiculous. I need you go and inform everybody, man.
Man, this game was a blowout from start to finish. Let's go over them team stats for both clubs, man, because you got to see just how dominant a performance this game was by the Lions. First downs, Lions had 31 first downs. That's like a team record. To 14 for the Jaguars, man. Passing first downs, 21-9. Even rushing first downs, 8-5 in favor of the Lions. First downs of penalties, they ain't had not a nutter. The Lions had 2. Third down efficiency, 3 for 12 versus 8 for 12 for the Lions. Man, this is this dominance. Fourth down efficiency, 3 for 4 for the Jags. The Lions didn't have to go for the fourth down because they kept making them. Good night. Man, I'm telling you, total yards, 266 for the Jags, 437 for the Lions. And they both only had 9 drives apiece. Yards per play, 4.8 for the Jags, 5.9, right at 6 for the Lions, 337 passing yards for Detroit. 171 for the Jags. Okay, 171. 19 for 34 for my man, for those guys over there, Trevor Lawrence and Beathard for the Jaguars. JG, 31 for 41. He averaged 7.8 yards per throw, 4.8 for the Jaguars. No interceptions in the game at all for either team. Both teams gave up 2 sacks, but the Lions only gave up 3 yards, and the Jags gave up 14. And that was a bad sack, man. I'm happy to see that Trevor Lawrence is okay, because that was a because I love the play by Houston, but I hate to see players get injured like that. You know, you think you're gonna get hurt. Now the rushing yards were even, but it wasn't a great running game for either team. 95 for the Jaguars and only 100 for the Lions. Rushing attempts, 19 for the Jags, 31 for the Lions, because the Jaguars had to pass the ball because they were so far behind the whole game. Yards per rush, 5 for the Jaguars, 3.2 for the Lions. Red zone efficiency, 1 for 2 for the Jaguars. That's how many times they punted the whole game. 4 for the Lions. We get that 20. It was going in or it was going through the uprights. This total domination by the Lions in that red zone. Penalties. We only had 1 accepted penalty for the Lions for 10 yards. And that was a hold. And then penalties for the Jaguars, they have 5 for 24. 1 turnover, that was in the beginning of the game. There was a lost fumble by the Jaguars. No interceptions, like I said. No defensive touchdowns or special team touchdowns. But here is the key. The Lions had 36 minutes of good night. The Jaguars couldn't get the damn ball. The Lions, 36 minutes in possession. Only 23. 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes difference between time of possession for the Detroit Lions, man. This game, just to be honest with you, man, it was a total team effort. Actually, I can't even say both. It was all three phases because Basley was perfect from field goals. This was a offensive, defensive, special teams dominant performance for the Detroit Lions, man. It was just like, and watching the national, they don't even know what to say about it. They're like, well, the Lions just really just beat, like they just beat the brakes off of them cats. But I expected to win. I called it, I said 28-24, and I got to give you your props. My man, Coach Jones said they would score 40. So holla at me, guys, just about the game itself. Like, we're going to go into y'all breakdowns of what the offensive defense here in a second, but okay, LL, he getting it right for the morning. You know what I'm saying? A little puff right quick. So what you got in that? What you got in that thing right there?
Oh, well, it's some of Central Florida's finest, some of that good old Jaguar pack here, but like you just said, man, nothing more that I could say. Total team effort. This is what I think we've all been waiting for. It's a great time to see it too. When we were, in the very beginning of the season, just picking our games we wanted to see. This is the game that I wanted to see, just because of as many parallels as you want to say with the rebuild thing. But I thought it would be just almost like a Lions, Jaguars, jungle or a big cat type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, all of the whatever you want to put into it. But it's just glad to see it. Yeah, great win, man. Great win. I would have liked it if we would have ran it just a touch more, but I'm not gonna complain at all. Won't change a thing from this game. Won't change a thing from this game. The game plan, it was just like Coach Mike has said. They passed except the run. Everything looked good. Everything clicked. Defense, I wish you could have got a little bit more pressure, but once again, I'm not gonna complain at all. I'm not gonna complain at all. Thank you, Jaguars, for this victory Monday.
Yeah, and that is symbolic of the Lions brought all the smoke on Sunday to the Jaguar press, man. What you got, Coach?
Man, I just want to give a shout out to the coaching staff, man. They put together an excellent game plan, and that's coming off of 10 days. Now, you expect 10 days. We should put together a perfect game plan. Man, they put together a perfect game plan to execute. And the healthiness of the players. When we got healthy players and our coaches are putting together game plans like that,
yeah,
man,
buddy.
I don't even. I'm not even gonna say the P word. I'm just saying, man. They right on, man. So shout out to all the Lions, man. That was a total team dominant effort, man. So yeah. I can't even complain about none of that.
Definitely. Hey, man, watch the video, share the video, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Help us get to 4,000 subscribers, man, right here on Detroit Lions, on the Probably Your Home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Thank you guys for checking us out. Family discussion topic for today. I had one question, but I got a different question now because looking at this game. Are the Lions legit? That's the family discussion topic for today. Put it in the description below. Are the Lions are they legit? That's what I want to know. Are they legit? So hit us up in the comment section of the video. You know how we do it. We pick 6 of those things to go on the next show. So, man, just hit us up with that answer. Are the Lions legit? You can explain it. You can just say yes or no, but just hit us up. But give us a little explanation so we can put it in the next show. All right, man. You know what? I'm going to pay the bills right now because we got to get into this game. So, hey, go ahead. It's the holiday season, man. Go on to fanatics.com. Links in the description below. And get yourself some gear, some Lions gear. Get your family members some Lions gear or whatever gear. I just got my grandbaby a nice sweatshirt, but you know what I'm saying, she'll get it here shortly. But go ahead and get yourself some gear or your favorite fan of whatever favorite team they are. Links in the description below. And a portion of other proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content right here on this channel. Make sure you check us out on Lions Nation Unite to help us bring you this content. You can go check us out, man. It's the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. The Gameday chat over there was fire yesterday, man. They was just chopping it up, laughing, giggling, whatever, because it was a joyous occasion yesterday in that game. So go ahead and check it out over there on LNU, Lions Nation Unite. You can download the app in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store, or just go to lionsnationunite.com on your web browser. While you're over there, get yourself some game day gear at Lions Nation Unite shop or lnushop.com, man. You can get yourself some gear. It's always game day in their shop. And get the real, not the fake. That's on Facebook, man. Right there in LNU shop. Hang out with us on DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. And while you're over there, get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at LionsOnTheProwlShop.com. And man, congratulations to the back-to-back Big Ten champs, the Michigan Wolverines. Dominant performance over Purdue. And if you're a Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday, like everybody on this panel right here, hit up my man, Coach Jones, man, for that Wolverine gear at wolverine.com. He got you hooked up, man. Get you ready for the college football playoffs. So go ahead and hit the link in the description below, and Coach Jones got you covered down there. Support the fight against cancer. Get yourself some Roar Up gear by my man, Big Lion Man, or Aaron Latimer, whatever you know. You know who he is. He's supporting the fight against cancer. The Roar Up gear, the portion of the proceeds from that sales of that gear go to help the American Cancer Society of Michigan. So go ahead and do your part in the fight against cancer. And make sure you follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Because I know doggone well it's going to be a blowout special Thirsty Thursdays this week by my man LL Cool Taurus, man. It's going down probably all week. It's going to be a thirsty week over there on LL's Instagram page, man. So let's go ahead and get that thing going over the Instagram page. Now let's finish the game breakdown, man. Talk to me about what you saw on the offensive side of the ball, LL Cool Taurus.
Man, nobody better not be sending me no messages asking me where Thirsty Week at this week. But you know, I'll say this. As much as I like to speak on the negative and you know, talk bad about him, this was it's probably his best game in my opinion, or it's probably other games as close. But played game, this is probably his best or one of his very best played games in the Detroit Lions uniform. And that's right, I'm talking about y'all's friend, Jared Goff. This is I feel like we can win with this. You know, it's a lot of things swirling around, you know, in the draft and, you know, positioning, what pick we might have, what players we should take. Should we take a quarterback, X, Y, Z? I'm open to a lot of different options at quarterback. But if this is the quarterback that we can get out of y'all's friend, I would not mind him staying around. So I think that maybe the game plan is going forward, maybe not so much passing it so much. But going forward, we should see something similar. You know, I don't know if you guys watch Keyshawn and them in the morning on ESPN too.
Yeah.
But I like how he breaks it down, like his formula. You know, about 25 to 30 passes. You know, touchdown or two, no turnovers. You know, that kind of simple quarterback play. It's a little bit bigger than that on this scale, but you know, 31 or 41, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. You know, a couple sacks, you know, didn't even look like he was trying to get a ball away this time. The run game was balanced. You know, we didn't have one guy that, you know, took all the carries. The run game looked phenomenal. We got to actually see some plays down the field. We got to see that bomb they've been trying to connect on all season to Chark Jr. Man, it's just a good game. Man, offensive line stayed up. The backup right guard, Awuzika, if I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. My apologies if I'm not. He played all right too. You know, he didn't get dominated. It was a good game, and I don't even to the point like it's like, dang, was this more Lions or was this more Jags? I'm gonna give us more credit on this, but you know, we played a game, man. We went out there and we played the game like we should have had. I wished. Well, this is how it can look like Coach Mike said earlier, with 10 days of preparation. You know, you always hear about Andy Reid. He got a phenomenal record coming off a bye week or how many days in between and what stuff like that. Maybe we should pay attention to stuff like that, you know, coming out of the bye weeks. Because last year out of the bye, we went on a tiny bit of a run. We was 3-3-1 after the bye last year. You know, after the bye and after some, you know, 10 days, we come out looking like this. So, you know, things is building, man. This is a brief snapshot of what I would like to be a Detroit Lions game going forward. I'm gonna cut it here. I could probably go into a little bit more, but I'm gonna cut it here. What do you guys believe? What do you guys think about that offensive game? Yeah, game plan from yesterday.
Man, what can you say? Goff in the passing game killed it all game. Like I said, the run game was solid. They didn't have to rely on the run, but you look at the game plan. They knew that the Jags secondary could be had. So why run the ball when it was a total mismatch in the secondary? So go ahead and pass it. They were down some key members of their secondary. So go ahead and light them jokers up, and they did. St. Brown, man, the sun god was killing them behind, man. It was like every time you turn around, that dude was catching the damn ball. Short passes, intermediate passes, screen plays. I mean, he was all over the place. And I love to see the bounce back of DeAndre Swift, man. I'm loving it from Swifty. Because Swaggy didn't have to do a lot this game. We didn't have to do a lot in the running game this game. It was all about the passing game, and that suits DeAndre Swift. You know what I'm saying? That nice screen he had, man, that he just broke down. Nobody even, who was around him? Nobody was even around it, dude. Like, that was like, he got the damn ball. Oh, yeah, he got the ball. You better catch him. So it was just one of those games where it was a total dominant performance by the offense, man. They had a game plan. Ben Johnson just came out and said, well, we're going to pass it so you can stop it. Well, you can't stop it. We're going to keep passing it. We're going to keep passing it until you stop it. Well, still can't stop it. We're going to keep passing it. And but when you find, that's one thing that Dan Campbell said last year in his introductory press conference. He said, when we find a mismatch, we're going to exploit it and keep exploiting it and keep exploiting it. And that's what they did yesterday. And shout out to my man, DJ Chark, man. He had a great game. That was a revenge game. That you look at that performance. He was like, I'm catching everything behind me. If it's even close to me, I'm catching it. So shout out to DJ Chark, man, for having that game, man. That was up. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. Lions fans need to calm your ass down. They in the damn stadium, probably because they got so damn bored. He's hollering about J-Mo. Calm down. He's coming. He's only ran scout team in practice. Okay. Calm your ass down. It's his first game back. They kind of Dan Campbell said after the game, he's like, hey, man, that's what we wanted for him. He was in on a couple plays. Most of the plays he was in was run plays. He got one target, and he got kind of pushed to the outside. The defensive back used the boundary to his advantage, used it as an extra defender. Calm down. He's coming. Just calm down. What you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, just to piggyback off that, I did want to see him on the 9 route. I just want to see him run past somebody on the 9 route. We ain't have to throw it to him. Just let him run. But yeah, man, you know what? Jared Goff is like that one cousin that you can't stand. But like y'all cool like a week later. like man, because I swear, Jared Goff, man, I don't even know what to say about this dude, man. But good. It was a good game. I was scared. I was a little nervous that he was throwing a little bit too much. I'm like, oh, he's gonna give it away to somebody in a minute. He keep throwing it like this, but he didn't. So that's kudos to his decision making. I just don't know about this guy, man. So you know what? I'm gonna hold off. On my prejudgment of Jared Goff, man, because I feel like I'm like an emotional like woman in a relationship where like 1 week I'm like this, 1 week I'm like that. That's how I feel like. I feel like Jared Goff is playing with my feelings, man. He be playing with my emotions, and I feel like I'm emotional
man,
about it right now.
Dudes can get emotional too, man. Don't be putting that way. Dudes get emotional too. Stop playing. You got that one dude that stopped talking when he getting his feelings. Everybody got that one dude.
Jared Goff had you on your feelings, man. So, but shout out to them for the good game. I'm happy to see the reemergence of Swift. That was a missing component. Of this offense, that extra dynamic in the run game. I'm glad he back. I'm glad he healthy. He running confident. The only thing is that's making me nervous about this offense is why the hell does Jamal keep fumbling? Man,
that's weird.
Just to get out this little this happiness for a moment, man. He got it. We got it back. Man, come on, Jamal. I know we know you. You swag and all that, man. But you got to keep them fumbles to a minimum. Because I think that's back-to-back games.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll hear some news like he might got like a hand or some injury at the end of the season or something. There's got to be something.
Man, it's just, you better put that anime power on it, man. Hey, check out the rest of this conversation, man. Man, excuse me. Hey, man, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Join us right here, Detroit Lions, on the Probably Your Home for Detroit Lions news and rooms. And sometimes we got to have fun with it, man. Hey, now it's time to switch to my man, Coach Joe, to holler at me about this defense, man. What did you see, defensive coach extraordinaire, on the Lions' defensive effort in this game?
I seen excellence at all three levels. The D line, right there. They handled their business, man. Because Trevor Lawrence is a very, very mobile quarterback, and I think for the most part they contain Trevor Lawrence. If you look at his completions to his incompletions, crazy. It was crazy. I was a little bit worried at first about their receivers, them coming into their own and getting settled in, but we squashed all that noise. I'm happy that the linebackers played. They played a great game. The secondary played a great game. The D-line played a great game. It was like everybody contributed when they needed to, man. And I'm just happy that was the outcome, man. And hey, James Houston is about to be our situational man off that edge, man, because I don't know how many plays he's had in 2 games, but he got 3 sacks. So
right.
he got 3 sacks, and I don't even think he played 20 plays total in 2 games. So yeah, find that man some more PT on them situations, man. Wow. But yeah, that overall it was good, man. It was nothing I can complain about when you hold a team to 14 points, and that is what it is, man.
This game, man, I had to say, okay, now Deshaun Elliott, he set the tone off the bat. Forced fumble, first drive, went down and scored on the offense. Turnover into points. D-line kept that pressure on Lawrence all game. Caused some errant throws. That's what we talked about, what we needed to do. I said that we needed to keep pressure on him and make some errant throws. He did. He didn't throw an interception, but he made a lot of bad throws. Just like the one down at the goal line where Jerry Jacobs broke it up, but that could have been a touchdown if you would have put some air in that ball. But the pressure up front caused a bad throw, and the secondary kept them Jaguar receivers in front of them, even though they made some catches, and got some yards, but they kept it from being a long, touchdown. So it was like, okay, he caught the ball, get him to the ground. They did a great job of tackling in this game. Jerry Jacobs had that one missed tackle early in the game, but he made up for it. A secondary, like I said, they kept them in front of him, and they broke up 4 passes in the game. Like they kept and I think Will Harris had 2 or something like that. So he, your boy Willie played all right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't played great, but he played all right. You know what I'm saying? And the linebackers, man, Anzalone, Rodrigo, Derek Barnes, they kept that run game in check. They kept it in check all game, along with those guys up front. Front 7 played a really good game. To me, this was the best total team defensive performance that we've been looking for all year in the Lions versus the Jaguars, man. The whole defense stepped up and played great. With the offense getting healthy and the defense playing like they're playing right now, and we get Romeo back here soon, boy, it's going to be trouble going down the stretch of this back half of the season. What you got, LL?
Man, just a good overall game, man. I ain't got too much to add. One thing I will say, I believe that, it probably could have been different if we would have been playing a better quarterback, but we wasn't, so we handled business like we should have had. So, good game, good win on yesterday.
I mean, they were coming off an emotional win versus the Baltimore Ravens, and like I said, we were talking on camera, we were the 8th ranked scoring defense. They were the 9th ranked scoring defense, and to hold them to 14 points and really the touchdown, they scored 1 touchdown the whole game, and that was in the 3rd quarter. I mean, to hold them to that, that's a pretty good showing by our defense. I can't complain.
I didn't mean it, that way. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like we handle business like we should have had, because better quarterback or not, we still could have lost this game, and we didn't.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we actually won this game looking real good. So,
going away.
yeah, but it's just, certain things it wasn't perfect. Is all I'm trying to say.
No,
It wasn't perfect.
It wasn't perfect.
We're still a bunch of stuff to clean up, but it was a good game. Real good game.
Man.
I'm not gonna complain too much. Like I said, great win yesterday.
Man, you know what I'm saying? We was like the club in the 90s. We was spanking that. Definitely. All right. Now it's time to name my bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. I got to give it to the offense, man. Both of these guys are getting it because they're really standout players. First up is Amon-Ra St. Brown, 11 receptions, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And DeAndre Swift, 111 total yards with 1 touchdown run down there at the goal line where he bounced it out with a spin move and hit that goal line, man. And this is all really, really good all-around performance from both of these gentlemen. Honorable mention definitely for the bossed up player of the game. Jared Goff, 31 of 41, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rating of 115.9. He is actually nominated, and make sure you go over to NFL.com for the FedEx Air Player of the Week. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and get your votes in over there at NFL.com. Balled on players of the game. Nobody. It was a total team effort. That was a great game by the Detroit Lions. I can't give a negative performance. I can't. This was a total team win. I can't give, you know what I'm saying? Even with the 14 points they gave up, it was like, especially that drive in the third quarter. We got 30. They got 6. And they ran the clock all the way down. Like, okay, you eat up the whole clock in the third quarter you want to. We're going to score again. So, but that is my boss up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, DeAndre Swift for the bossed up, man, nobody. It was a total team effort. Great win by the team, man. Won all 3 phases of the game. I can't complain. Nothing to complain about right here on the show, man. Now it's time for us to do what? Man, zip our lip and see what you guys had to say about the last show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. First up, we got Tornado. Said great tribute to Jim last week. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Power founder. That's our guy, man. We got to definitely we always keep him in our hearts, in our prayers, and our thoughts, man. I also hope the Lions throw Pascal in a couple of plays. I think he got his feet wet up just a little bit and get us excited about our wide receiver team. The wide receivers showed out. They showed out, man. And just think, we got one more to add to that mix, man, here with a full week of practice coming up.
Right. Friend of the show, Shaman says, this is another game that feels like a toss-up. However, if the Lions play like they did on Thanksgiving and force turnovers, I see the Lions winning 21-35. Not a bad pick on the score. It was closer to yours than it was to mine, I believe. But yeah, great win. Thanks for the comment, Shaman.
Right on. We on top though. 100 says, "How's it going, guys? I'm agreeing with Coach Mike. We passed to set up the run in this one. Yeah. I also agree that we about to do some numbers on these guys. 38-23 Lions. God bless you, brothers. And yes, we did. We did even better than I thought, and I thought might have been a little bit ridiculous. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we got Jonathan Stewart says, "Don't sleep on the Jags. Baltimore fell asleep. We didn't sleep. We stumped a mud hole in their ass." How about that?
A-Town stomp.
Yeah, man.
D-Town stomp. Well, we don't call it D-Town, but new to the comment cards, maybe. Cousin T. What up, cuz? If that's how you doing it. Just keep the Lions to 14. Jaguars will win 28-14.
Oh yeah, cousin T is a Jaguars guy, so I had to.
I understand. But no.
Guess not.
Bad prediction.
We kept y'all to 14.
Yeah.
Right. That sound like Cousin Pete. Remember Poetic Justice? Cousin?
Yeah.
No, that's all I think of. George Eagle. I want to thank Val for being a great Lion fan that she is to talk Her Chicago Bears and the taking our practice squad quarterback. That was pure genius. Oh, I got you. I
Tim
got
Boyle.
you. Yeah. Man, thank you. You get him up out of here, man. I'd rather have Nate Sudfeld holding the clipboard than I don't want Tim Boyle even touching the clipboard.
Yeah, he on a clipboard in a different city now, man. And the Lions have Josh Dobbs coming in for a visit this week to be our practice squad quarterback. But thank you guys for commenting on the video. Comment on the video, man. We appreciate it. Go ahead, man, and leave your comments on the video. We read 6 of them each show from the previous show. So go ahead and leave us a comment, man. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. But we love when you got to hear from you guys right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And now here's time for everyone else's favorite segment. It's time for Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Go on over to the Facebook page, linked in the description below. If you don't do the Facebook thing, you can go ahead and put Delightful Bites in the search engine of TikTok or Instagram and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Delightful Bites, get your cooking on. All right. Now, they asked Dan Campbell what they said that Dan Campbell had a plan for JMO before the game. They said, we're going to make him a gunner, saying just to get him out there, get his feet wet on special teams. And Fox had a little chuckle about that. Oh, making him a gunner, blah, blah, blah. And Howie Long said, well, that's why the Lions keep struggling. Okay. Well, the Lions, they could have made him a gunner in any way, because guess what the Lions didn't do? For the first time since 1971, the Lions did not punt all game long. Not a nan nutter. Jack Fox hit the field for kickoffs and extra points and field goals because he was a holder. That was it. Jack Fox had a great day riding the pine. So thank you for that encouragement at the beginning of the game, their Fox studio show, because we need punt the whole game. We didn't have to. I mean, it is what it is, but that's great to not have to punt the ball all game. You scored on every possession. Every one was either a touchdown or a field goal. That's a dominant offensive performance, man. So congratulations to the Lions for that awesome performance, man. And again, make sure you go over to NFL.com and vote for JG for his performance in the game for the FedEx Air and Ground nomination, FedEx Air Player of the Week, for his performance versus the Jaguars. Man, now it is time to take that quick walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up, we got my man Detroit Drew. We got Latino Leo, George Eagle, Timmy Birch, Bob Korowski, Miss J, and we on top dough 100 for our bronze members. Silver members, we got Cap Ice Cold, Henry Wallace, Mr. Scotty the Bear, and Kirkland Pratt. For our gold members, we got Mr. Reliable Michael Hutt, North End Ken, we got Michael Lewis, Lionel Douchebagger. Go ahead and check her out over on the Linus Layer. The replay of last night's stream is available on our YouTube channel. And the Tornado, and you know who it is, the Doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. Now it's time for final thoughts for today's show. Coach Jones, you go first today. What you got, brother?
I'm just so happy, man. This is what it feels like to be healthier in week 13 than week 1. Wow. I just can't remember a time when this was, when we felt like this. Being healthy and getting healthy later in the season is the best thing that could happen, man. And we getting it together, we putting it together, and I just can't wait to see what we got moving forward.
What you got, LL?
This is from Tim Twentyman. He tweeted this out yesterday. This was the Alliance possession chart. Touchdown, touchdown, field goal, field goal, field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. I like to see it, man. I like to see it. Great game yesterday. Of course, enjoy it. Who we play next week? I think the Vikings or somebody.
Vikings coming to Ford Field. We always play them tough in the building.
I'm gonna, if anybody else don't pick it, but I'll be talking about the remaining schedule later this week, and what can happen because of it.
Yeah, definitely. For me, great total win by the Detroit Lions, man. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed that game. It was just a joy to watch, man. And I was talking to someone, and they were saying that the sound like it was quiet in Ford Field. Like, why is the Ford Field so quiet? I said, because the crowd got bored because we was whipping that behind, and they just got bored of watching it. It wasn't a game to watch, so it wasn't that great of a game to be, just, I mean, they would cheer when they needed to, but otherwise, because when you dominate, you have that dominant a win over a team, man, you just kind of like, okay, next game, you can get hot dogs and popcorn and chips. They spent half the game at the concession stand because it wasn't even close. But all that being said, man, I really enjoyed that game, man. It was a great game to watch. And hopefully with the Lions, this is the stepping stone. It's a building block because we're getting healthy at the right time. And we're playing meaningful games in December for the Lions. And we haven't said that since 2016. And I'm loving that all day long. Hey, man, thank you guys for joining us right here in Detroit Lions of the Pride, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Man, Monday, grind starts today, but walk your walk, talk your talk, and just be like, man, get up off me today at work, Lions fans. I know you enjoyed your lunch, so take this napkin, wipe them crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.